Hey all you nerds, Gabe, aka Froopy Art here, and we're gonna squeeze in a quick video for our Gravity Falls and Cryptid inspired Pokemon region, going over the decks so far. Normally I spend like a bunch of time scripting out videos, but I'm gonna kind of wing it and just talk through the decks and give some hints about what's still missing. If this is your first Pokemon Eclipse video, welcome. This is actually a pretty good place to get caught up. I recommend watching the whole series. It's pretty good, but this is the best way to see all the designs up until now, which is after episode 28 of the eventual 50. And, you know, just for fun, I would actually love to hear your teams down in the comments, so keep track of things as we go. All right, we've got a lot to get through, and I will try not to ramble too much. Shubun, this is our little grass starter. I am partial to grass types and also rabbits, so this is actually my favorite of the three. I love Shubun. It's very cute. It evolves into little Zabbit. Zabbit's adorable. I'm pretty happy. I mean, we'll see what the rest of them, but like, I like how our middle stages turned out. Middle stages are, I think, really difficult to design. But yeah, these are pretty solid. Zabbit's great. It gets the electro type. Very cool. Again, we're going Jackalope route with this guy. And that turns into a Skeptolop. That is our final stage for the grass starter. Again, I'm biased, but this is my favorite of the three. It's a nerd. It's grass electric, so cool. It's a rabbit. It's all the good stuff. Our starters all have a kind of unified theme. The region as a whole has, you know, cryptids and mythology going on. So our starters are based off of kind of tropes from cryptid culture. So this is our like actual researcher. All right, continuing on, our fire starter is a Flam Billy, the cute little goat. This was kind of fun. Early on, some people picked up that this design has little flappy doodles on its sides, and people realized that, oh, those are probably wings. And yes, when it evolves into Blaheat, it gains the fire typing. This is kind of fun. Bounces around, goofy personality, great stuff. And then it turns into our Jersey Devil, Kid Evil. Still fire flying, but yeah, it's a little bit of a daredevil. So it is, you know, bouncing off of things. Yeah, I really like this. Oh, and this is kind of based off of our like conspiracy theorist, petulates all the urban legends and stuff like that. So very fun. Love this design. All right, continuing on to our water starter. I think it's not a surprise, but this seems to be the community's favorite, Koibra. Very cute design. Our little water snake that we're gonna go kind of a sea serpent-y route with. It's adorable. Like, I don't know. If I didn't love rabbits so much, I might pick this. Yeah, who knows? All right, continuing on. It turns into Hiss Misty and gains the ghost typing because it's so elusive and sneaky and whatnot. It gets this kind of spectral shawl. Very weird, but I think it works. And then it turns into the third kind of member of our cryptid culture. So this is a like secret agent, man in black, secret society, all that good stuff. So Conspector is pretty awesome. This is definitely like of our like cool, cute, and goofy. This is our cool one. Like, this is the coolest starter. It's basically a better version of Inteleon. Yeah, I like it. So those were our starters. I'm curious, you know, maybe your starters on your team. So if you're filling out your team, one of these is probably on it. All right, continuing on, we've got our kind of Route 1 normal type. This is little Nolo. Nolo is based off of a gnome. It sucks. The stats are terrible. It's not supposed to be very good. It's supposed to be one of the weakest things ever. But as everybody guessed, not that it was much of a secret, but when it evolves, well, first off, when it evolves, it looks basically the same except for it gets spots on its hat. But it gets a horde form, kind of like Wishy-Washy, and it's this giant, towering, big bad boy. I think it's pretty great. It is surprisingly difficult to design horde forms that read. I've seen a lot of, I don't know, unsuccessful ones. I think this one works pretty well. This will also be the first point in the Dex where, hopefully you, I don't know, if you're not familiar with this, the region has a battle gimmick called Beast Merge forms, where you combine with your Pokemon, they kind of like merge onto you and distort and turn into weird things. It's supposed to be just really bizarre. And the first one of the Dex is Beast Merge No Lord, which of all the people, this actually merges with Dead Bedspread, because I like bring in other Fakemon creators to like do the extra Beast Merge forms. And this turns into basically a Gatling gun that shoots little gnome darts. Very silly, very fun. Yeah. All right, so continuing on, we have our Route 1 flying type. This is Little Llurr. Llurr is the start of our Mothman line, and Llurr is, gosh, it might be, well, I don't know. It's probably tied with like a few others as my favorite design of the region. I think Llurr is adorable. I have a t-shirt with Llurr on it. You can get it in my shop. Llurr is so stinking cute. The shiny is like the rosy maple moth. Just, I love Llurr. We've gotten the second stage of this. So this is Vissalurk. Gets a little bit bigger. Again, it's putting on a show with these wings to make a big scary face. Now, we have not gotten to the third stage, the final stage. We won't get to it until pretty late in the region. You need a specific item to get that evolution, so we're pushing it off pretty late. All right, let's jump into the Route 1 bug type. So this is Tintus. Tintus is very cute. It's got great big eyeballs. He's a mantis. I love mantises. This is also based on the Mantis Man, which is kind of like a alien-y cryptid thingy. That turns into Isidron, which is based off of like kind of egg pods. And it's got lots of eyeballs and it's looking around. And then that turns into Mantaris, which is a little self-indulgent. That's like a predator, basically. Normally, the Mantis Man is kind of like really skinny looking, but I wanted to do something a bit more fun. And the whole thing with this guy is that he's covered with lenses and can essentially turn invisible. All right. So that's kind of our Route 1 stuff out of the way. Next up, we have Little Uglorn. Uglorn is our version of a unicorn for this region. So kind of based off the Siberian unicorn, so an ugly version. Just a little mono fighting type, very cute. It will evolve when we get to our version of the Elite Four is when we'll finally get the evolution for this guy, but cute little fighting type. All right, continuing on, we have Stitchum. Stitchum is a normal and ghost type, kind of based off voodoo dolls, and gosh, I forget the other inspiration. It starts with a J. Whatever, I won't look it up. Very cute. This does get an evolution as well, which you need another Pokemon in the party in order for them kind of both to evolve, so this evolution will kind of get pushed off a ways. All right. Let's jump to Ugu, who's I think probably my favorite poison type of the region. Ugu is a little salamander science experiment guy. Very cute. I love this design. Very adorable. And then he gets big and goofier when he turns into Gugantum, gaining the electric type. So this is based off of like pollution, creating a giant mutated salamander cryptid guy. Very fun. Love it. And then we have our first Beast Merge that is related to one of the characters in the show. So this is Beast Merge Gugantum with Mchadron, which is our version of McGucket. And yeah, it's a big mech. It's very silly. Giant mech. Very cool. All right, continuing on. God, where am I at? I need to scroll. There we go. Okay. So we have Sprutama. Sprutama is a cute little spirity leafy guy that evolves into Stuckabout, which is like a walkabout, and it's based on the Aboriginal Mimi spirits. Very cute. There is a third evolution. We have not gotten to it yet, but these guys are cute. All right, next up we have Royaligi. Royaligi is kind of weird. It's like a convergent form of Togepi. So instead of like a little angelic egg, this guy is a little deviled egg. That's stupid, but I like it. And this guy actually gets 2 more evolutions, which we will get to. Unfortunately, sometimes when I'm like laying out the scripts for the show series, some of the evolutions like make sense and we get to them in good time. This is one where like unfortunately I didn't notice until later, but like we got Royaligi in the 4th episode and we won't get the evolution until episode 36 and then the next one after that. So I apologize for those of you who like Royaligi. It's just gonna be a while before we get to the evolution. All right, after that we have Snooton, who is based off of the Groot slang, which is like a elephant snake guy. This is the fun one. I was able to make it kind of related to a design from my previous prehistoric region. Yeah, fun and weird. I like it. It's cool. All right, after that, we've got our Hoaxian Dunsparce, which is a bug type, which seems a little bit strange, but it's fun. The line is based off of, oh god, it's like a Raganakatackle. I don't know. It's something weird. It's like a snake, bug, centipede monster guy. So this is a split evolution. So this can either turn into Hoaxian Dunsparce, which is basically the Dunsparce, but it gets little teeny wings. Very funny. We do have a beast merge form for this. So this is Bay Fakemon and a roller coaster. It's silly. It's dragon normal. Very fun. Now the other optional evolution is Venospar. Venospar is just dope. This is a great design. And we will have a beast merge for this as well. That's kind of written into the story already, so there's a character in the story that'll get it. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. All right, after that, we've got a stinky little fart monkey. This is Stink Imp. This line is based off of the skunk ape, which is kind of a big, stinky Bigfoot from Florida. Stink Imp, very fun, very cute. It evolves into Flungunk, which is like a monkey throwing poop, kind of. I mean, it's like balls of gas, whatever. Poison fighting, very fun. There is a 3rd stage to this that we have not gotten to, but yeah, I'm excited to do a final stage for this one. After that, we have our Pikachu Clone. Our Pikachu Clone, this is Kakurasai. This is an electric normal type. It's based on the Lquid Screecher, which is like a weird little animal out in the woods. No one knows what it looks like, but it makes a big weird screechy noise. So with the sound, we get the normal type. Yeah, it's very cute. I like him. He's fun. And then we have a Beast Merge for this already with the player character. So Beast Merge Kakurasai becomes like a weird arm cannon. Kind of fun. Yeah, I like it. Next up, we have another bird. This is Kleptokept. Kleptokept is, well, it's based on a blue jay, but this is a 3-stage line that'll be based on the Alicanto, which is like a bird that eats and mines metal. So this is a little bird picking up scrap and whatnot. It evolves into Kleptonest, which is a bower bird. So he's got kind of his nest with shinies in it. And it's fun. It goes from flying to a mono steel type because it gets too heavy. And then when it evolves, I mean, I'm sure everyone could guess, but it will be a flying steel when it gets to its final stage. All right. After that is the teeny tiny little Spoki, a rock and bug type. This is the start of our Slide Rock Bolter cryptid, which we unfortunately will not get until almost the end of the series. This is one of our mons that the evolution method, there's another one that does this as well. You have to take it all over the region and let it like kind of play around in the dirt everywhere before it can evolve. So that's why this evolution is pushed way, way out. After that, we have a nice little ice type with Frolo, who is just adorable. This is based on, I think it's more of a fairy tale, but Frau Holly or other kind of winter spirits. It's super cute. It doesn't have a beast merge form, but I want, this is one of the priority ones. I love low. Okay, after that, we have Newmorn, which is a super kind of dark cryptid spirity guy. It's the Utburder, I think is how it's pronounced. It's like a ghost child with a crow head and messed up, really messed up. The lore behind this is super weird. It does have a beast merge form with good old Boreal Mind being the Raven Reaper, very dark, super awesome design. I love this one. After that, oh yeah, we've got Waddles. So Squarrow is Waddles. You can see the shiny is actually Waddles colored, but this is based on the Squonk, which is one of the silliest, most ridiculous cryptid monster-y guys ever. It's basically just really sad. It cries all of the time. It can like disappear into a puddle of water kind of, but we're going very normal with our little piggy. And then it does evolve into Squaddles, where it is happy now. And this is a great big Waddles basically with the sweater and everything. I mean, it's like folded skin, but it looks like a sweater. Love this, love this. We will get a beast merge for this eventually, but we don't have one yet. After that, we have a tiny little candy named Rapid. This is kind of playing off of the Gravity Falls like Summerween stuff, so Halloween-y things. And then it was a fun reveal to show that Rapid is actually a regional pre-evolution for our Hoaxian Trubbish, who is kind of a sack of candy for Halloween or Summerween. And I love Trubbish, so I wanted to squeeze it in there. Now, just around the corner in like a couple episodes, I think. One episode? Next episode? I forget. There is a Hoaxian Garbodor that we will get to, or we just haven't seen it quite yet. All right, after that is Idle. People love Idle for good reason. Idle is our god. If you smushed Ditto and Eevee together, you would get something like Idle. So Idle's a little shapeshiftery guy. There is a unique evolution mechanic kind of with this. So you can use evolution items to get this to evolve into 4 different things. So for instance, moving forward, if you use a Flame Feather, you get a Fitchix, which is kind of based off a Phoenix. So a goopy little bird guy. If you use a Slick Scale, you get a Menino, which is, well, it's kind of a blobfish. It's also like weird cryptid carcasses that wash up. So it's an ugly, sad little fish. If you use the Mud Mold, you get the Folil, which is based on, I can't think of what it is now. There's like a weird horse, half man thing. I can't think what it's called. Whatever. Another option, or if you use the familiar figurine, you get Doplob, which is a doppelganger-based thing. Now, all 4 of these, then, you can use any of the other evolution items on. So there are a total of 6 potential final stages. We've only gotten 2 of them so far. So we have Marimigi, who's based on the like Fiji mermaid, which is a water and fighting type. So you use those 2 items together, you get Marimigi. And then the other one we've gotten so far is Gripponif, which is a hippogriff. And that's the ground and fire items together. But there are all the other combinations, fire, water, fire, fighting, ground, water, fire, ground, all those other ones we will get actually around the Elite Four time. But yeah, a lot of those, very fun, silly mechanic, good stuff. All right, after that, we've got Tubulat, which is a mono water type based on the Dobharchu. I know that's pronounced wrong. Yeah, cute little otter, love otters, fun, super chill. This does get an evolution that we have not gotten to yet, but that's fun. And it will actually get a beast merge too, that's kind of written into the story. After that is Capary, who is one of the first mons that we ran into in the region. It's adorable. It's a little cage. This is actually based off kind of a blue cap. This is a pretty abstract representation of that. There is an evolution that's right around the corner, but you need a team of very specific Pokemon in order to get this to evolve, but we'll get that very soon, very soon. Okay, after that is our Ice type, little Numble. Numble is very hungry. It is based on the Chenu, which has a voracious appetite. This is a 3-stage. We have the evolution, I think, in the next episode, and then the 3rd stage further on. But yeah, these guys are very cute. I'm excited to continue this line. It'll go some fun places. After that is Llurr, which is based off of a Mandrake. This is a grass and normal type since it has a bunch of sound moves and whatnot. Very fun. Just pokes his head out of the ground and then comes up and he's gigantic. And we have a Beast Merge form with Lava Tyrant. This is our rock out bard. This is very cool. I like this one. Next up is Foline. Foline is one of quite a few actually at this point. Pokemon that are Ultra Beasts that have made it into the region and basically adapted. So they are technically Ultra Beasts, but they're a little bit more normal. So this is actually a mass of tentacles, but it presents itself in this kind of feline configuration. Yeah, very fun. Little sneaky psychic type. After that, it gets a Beast Merge form with our Glee, or kind of giddy and gleeful character, to become the Mind Flayer, because I want to squeeze some Dungeons and Dragons in there from time to time. Okay, next up is Atmosleek, another kind of weird Ultra Beast-y looking thing. It's based on flying fish, or air rods, as they're sometimes called. Very cute. I think we get it. Yeah, we get it in an egg in the main story, and it evolves into a great big flying whale, or atmospheric beasts. Atmostratus. I really like Atmostratus a lot. It's our whale, but it's a mono flying type, which is pretty fun. We have a Beast Merge for this with one of the characters from the show. Skylar and Breeze. There's a double battle, and Breeze gets to turn into a plane. So that's pretty fun. It's a little, it's a little plane. Oh my god, it's a little plain as far as designs go, but I think it works. After that, we have Canatrop. Canatrop's a little mono grass type. This is based on the various kind of carnivorous plant cryptids. There's a few out there, and this is also based on the Sundew, because I always wanted a Sundew plant, and we've yet to get one. It evolves into Candivore, which again, some of the carnivorous plants like the Nubia tree and stuff, but also there's a what is it called, the stuffed animal tree in the Gravity Falls show. It's kind of based off of that. Fun stuff. Love Candivore. Next up is Phasbogor, which is there are animatronics on Gravity Falls that technically came out before Five Nights at Freddy's, but this is a Five Nights at Freddy's homage. Phasbogor is pretty fun. I like this design. I think it turned out pretty good. It's a little bit just cartoonified, but there's some unique elements that I think make it work. After that is Missinbit. This is another weird Ultra Beast-esque creature. It's kind of related to Missingno a little bit somehow. I don't know. And then it has a split. It has one evolution that has gender differences. So Giffino is female. It's based off of Giffany from the show. And then Giffino is the male version, and that is based off of Rumble Mixed Skirmish from the show. I try not to do too many that are just direct show references, but this is one where I wanted to get them in. And then it has a Beast Merge form that we did with Cuppafee, which I couldn't resist. It's just Zelda. It switches between a Princess Zelda and Link form. Whatever, don't judge me. It was fun. All right, so continuing on is Hirschhop. Hirschhop is a fighting and grass type based off of, it starts off based on monopods, but it's also based on Alex Hirsch himself, the creator of Gravity Falls. I wanted to get something in there for Alex. It evolves when you have two of them in your party. They combine and turn into a Hirschquatch, which is a giant pair of legs, basically, and kind of oversees the forest and helps people out. Cute stuff. There is a Beast Merge form that we did with Matt Moore, where kind of playing off of Alex Hirsch being a creator and whatnot, it's a giant pencil platform. Again, I like putting in some of this just really weird stuff. Mono normal. Yeah, it's good. Okay, next up is Bitty Bat. This is our, basically, it starts off kind of vampire-y. It will evolve 2 times. I think the evolution is in the next episode, actually. But it becomes like the Mananangal. That's hard for me to say for some reason. But yeah, it'll get 2 evolutions. We'll get there soon. After that, we have Dweeby. Dweeby is based off of the Bunyip of Australia. This first stage is just really doofy looking. There's an illustration that I kind of base it off of that is making fun of like how much the different eyewitness accounts of the Bunyip vary. So this is very silly. It will evolve into something cool and intimidating later, but for now, this is all people get. Next is Pupa Dupa. Pupa Dupa is just a giant pupa. There's not much more to say to that. It basically needed to turn into the next thing, which is Gourmandus, which is a fly. The Dundus black fly is just a big fly that eats things. So he's got a little bib, got a little knife and fork, very silly. There is a beast merge form for this. So it explodes into a bunch of tiny little buggy things and swarms the person and turns into a giant hand. Very silly. This is mainly just because the guy who voices this character on the show is one of my best friends, and he's absolutely just terrified of all insects, so I made this because I think it's funny. Okay, next up is Kitty Cact. Oh, this little cat is very cute, based off of the Cactus Cat. This is another design that I just super love, and I even somehow love the evolution even more. Borbcact, I mean, I'm a sucker for just like really stupid, funny designs, and I think Borbcap is great. It plays off of the fact that Cactus Cat like drinks fermented cactus juice, so this Borbcact is kind of like a little inebriated and stupid. I like it a lot. Okay, after that is Mushy Mind. This is our zombie. We just needed a zombie in there. It will evolve, though it has a unique evolution method, but we'll get it relatively soon. We'll get it soonish. Then there is a mono rock type with Saratuka. This is based off of like Amela Untuka and other kind of dinosaur-y cryptids that is like, it's a living fossil essentially. So this is our mono rock type. Blippicle is a mono ice type that is based off the Ningen. It does have an evolution. Again, it has a unique evolution where it needs like a party full of stuff. So we haven't gotten its evolution just yet. A bunch of people have already kind of guessed what it's going to be, which is very fun. And then Perlipod is very cute. This is a 2-stage line. It's based off like the Samaritan sea snail. This little guy has a kind of a kind of like the rock bolter from before. This thing needs to travel all over the region and pick up various like bits of sand and whatnot to evolve. So we won't get the evolution for a while, but it's gonna be cool. This is Lquid. Lquid is a mono water type based on the Luska, which is like an octopus shark thing. So it starts with this super simple design. It evolves into Luscare, which definitely, this is another one of my kind of favorite designs, definitely is a octopus and shark or squid kind of smushed together. There is a 3rd stage, which we have not gotten to, but that'll be fun. Jangle Lam is an ice and rock type based off of the Shore Laddie, which is a kind of sheepy looking monster creature, but it's relatively friendly. And it's also based off of the Lammy Lamb dance from Gravity Falls. There is an evolution to this, which we have not gotten to yet, so keep an eye out for that one. Next up is Paccry. Paccry, this whole line is going to be based off of Banshees, so it'll start as a baby and then it gets older and older. So there are 2 more evolutions to this line that we have not gotten yet, so keep an eye out for those. Mono ghost line, but it'll be pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. A fan favorite after this is Unce Unce. Unce Unce is very stupid. It's based off of the flashlight frog. It is a rave frog. That's basically it. It's got little tadpoles. Oh, it's based on kind of mouth brooding frog, so that's why it has tadpoles in its mouth. This is, I will see. This is there's a handful of designs in here that like if I have time, I might come back and revisit this one. There's some stuff with the complexity of the design as a whole that I kind of want to tone down, but it's still very, very fun. It does have a beast merge form. So that is Bonnie John. That is my boy, Bonnie John, getting to be a DJ in a little DJ booth. Whatever, it's fun, it's silly, and it's very Bonnie John, so I'm happy about that. Found on an alien spacecraft that was crashed in the region, we have little Frozo. Frozo is the Dover Demon, which we're playing up the fact that like the Dover Demon was probably like a misidentified baby moose. So this is a weird little baby moose alien frozen thingy Magoogan. It does have an evolution that we have not gotten to, but I'm very excited for when we get to it. Then we have Mcklin. Mcklin is, well, it's a little goblin-y guy. And I think everybody knows that when this evolves, it's going to turn into the Gremloblin from the Gravity Falls show. But yeah, he's I like Mcklin a lot. He's very cute, very cute. Okay. Next up is Diagem. This is a mono type, a dragon and rock type with kind of diamonds on its back. Oh gosh, what is this based on again? Oh, I can't even remember. The Row? I think it's called the Row. It's like a weird dinosaur-y cryptid, survived somehow dinosaur thing. The Beast Merge is with Atlantica, or our version of Pacifica, and it turns into this awesome dress with kind of blades of diamond. Very cool. Yeah, I like this Beast Merge quite a lot. Next up is Flipheint. Flipheint is our brownie based thing, so it's a fairy helpful spirit, but it flips upside down and gets mad at you sometimes and then hits you with dark type moves. I like it. I like it a lot. Then we have our little doggo, Ketty Tuff. Ketty Tuff is based off of the Tea Kettler, which is a weird little dog, corgi-ish, pug-looking thing that whistles and makes steam. It's silly, but I don't know. Tea Kettler is pretty fun. Then we have Kringcap. Kringcap is based on the Black-Eyed Children. It's very tiny. It's mainly just like a little core, and then it has some foil on its head and a little foil for a dress. When it evolves, it's still just the core, but it's turning into the Flatwoods monster, so it has like more metal around it. There is a third stage to this line that we have not gotten to yet, but the idea, it keeps getting more metal and kind of refining its look. So yeah, it'll be fun when we get to that last bit. Then we have our Dragon Bug Bukuvant, which is based on the Bukuvak, which is kind of a dragon. When this evolves, it'll get 6 legs. Bukuvak has 6 legs. So it's a buggy type of dragon thing. So we don't have the evolution yet. We'll get that pretty late in the series, but he's very cute. He's a little ant dragon. Yeah. A more recent addition was Little Torshed. This is a basic little demon devil guy, but he uses his fork to cook things. He roasts stuff. And when it evolves, we haven't gotten there, but it will turn into the Hoag, so we'll get a fiery Hoag guy. Yeah, that's pretty... you'll see when we get to him. Okay, Resnik is our Fresno Nightcrawler, but instead of being pants, he is like shorts, like underpants, because he's just little. So this will evolve, and this is... it was kind of hinted at before, but this requires another specific Pokemon in the party for them both to evolve. So Resnik will get an evolution, but we're not quite there yet. One of my favorite designs is Azabun. This is based on the Azaban, which is a like little trickster raccoon spirit. It is another one of those ultra beastie Pokemon guys. And it's super rare and hard to get. There's, side quests to get it, that type of stuff. Very fun. Love the design. Next up is Detroke. This is the start of a 2-stage line, and this is based on the Hide Behind. It's very cool. It's very creepy. It's fun. And the evolution will get pretty late in the series, but hopefully will be even cooler. Yeah. Next up is Tartesto. This is our Minotaur from the show. This is actually another one of the designs that if I have time, I would like to revisit it. I don't love it. It's okay. It's not great. Fighting Steel's great type, cool. We do have a Beast Merge with good old Pewter City Gym where it turns him into a motorcycle. Very silly. Next up is Cubesque. Cubesque, this is a 3-stage line based on gargoyles, so it starts off as just a block of stone and it smashes itself into other things to chip away and like make its own features. So as the line goes on into Gargurge, more of it has been revealed. And then there is a 3rd stage, which we have not gotten to yet. But, I mean, I'm sure you can imagine, basically the full gargoyle should hopefully be emerged from the stone by the time we get there. Next, we actually have quite a few missing lines that we haven't even started. So there is a 3-stage line, a 2-stage line, a single stage, 2-stage, and then another 2-stage. We'll be meeting the starts to those lines all pretty soon. After them is Cockatrice. Cockatrice is based off of the, well, Cockatrice. This is a 3-stage line, so we'll get the rest eventually. I've got some weird stuff planned for where this line goes, but yeah, it'll be good. Tewe is, well, it's both an homage to the like Lilliputians from the Gravity Falls show, and also like small humanoid cryptidy things like the Ebugogo. It's a golf ball. It's a Pokeball mimic golf ball that's surprisingly durable. Yeah, it works. Then is Tragikarp. Tragikarp is weird. I mean, it's like a convergent thing. It's an Ultra Beast trying to pretend to be a Magikarp. The Pokemon itself is kind of the slime. Yeah, very weird. We will get the evolution for this, but not until pretty late in the series. And after that is Molunder. Molunder is based on mole people. Ground and ice type. I like this design quite a bit. It's fun. And then after that, we have 3 single stage Pokemon that we haven't gotten to yet. A couple of those, no, I won't even hint at anything. There's a regional form in there, and then there's another one that has multiple forms. There's some cool stuff coming. All right, Teefus. Teefus is a naked mole rat. The whole, it's a 3-stage line that is based on the Remidraju, so it'll go places. But for now, all we have is doofy little Teefus. And after that, we have our 2 pseudo-legendary lines. So Borka is based on the Aklut, which is like an orca wolf. So this is our very, very round little orca puppy, kind of. It's very cute. I like it a lot. This is a 3-stage line, pseudo-legendary. We won't get the other ones until later. And then the other pseudo-legendary line that we have is Trismoid. Trismoid is more on the kind of Ultra Beast side of things, Mono Fairy. It's weird. It'll go weird places. Again, we won't get the evolutions for a bit. All right, so that's almost the end of the decks. Then we get into our Ultra Beasts that we have so far. So we have Beholdrake. Beholdrake is based on, it's Dungeons & Dragons. It's based on a Beholder. It's very much a Beholder. It does have a Beast Merge form, and that is with Abe Normal, voiced by Birdkeeper Toby Rivers. I love this one a lot. He's a Dungeon Master. I think it makes a lot of sense. The next Beast Merge is Vigilta, which is based on the Polybius. Very fun. The Beast Merge for that becomes like the Ring Girl coming out of the TV, and it like kind of devours the trainer. Very cool. Love it. After that is Nary Tail. I I love Nairtail. Nairtail does not have a Beast Merge form yet. It will, though. We'll get to it. We'll get to it in time. And same goes with Gortesque. Oh, sorry, I didn't say Headless Horseman. Obviously, the last one. The next one is Gortesque. Gortesque is based off of the Shapeshifter from the show. It's kind of body horror. It's kind of the thing. And it also does not have a Beast Merge form yet. It will get one super late, probably, in the series. And then Mercruel is a super, super abstract take on Bloody Mary. And it does have a Beast Merge form as well, which takes Abnormal and slices them up through a bunch of portals. Very weird, very, very fun. There are more Beast Merges to come after that, and I mean, everyone I think can guess what legendary we're going to get for this Gravity Falls based series. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. And that's all we have so far. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and it really helps the channel. So yeah, just hit the subscribe button. We got good stuff coming. A huge thank you to our Patreon supporters, and especially our champion tier peeps. So that's Angel and Cyberlord. They're so cool. I'm honestly really looking forward to see your teams down in the comments. So yeah, let me know what you come up with. Okay, I will catch you in the next one. Later, nerds.